am going to make a roll call. So if you hear your name or you belong to this group, please come closer and let's form a very big circle like our cooking pot. If you are a godmother or a father, or you are a small mommy, just like myself, my nephews and nieces call me small mommy, and it's the best feeling in the world. Or if you are a caregiver, or if you're a mother or you're a father, or if you are an uncle or aunt, or you're somebody's role model, like someone look up to you, please, you all belong to this group. Please come closer. Let's form this big circle right now. Please grab a comfy seat and a cold cup of juice because it's summertime. As usual, to my loyal returnee, thank you so much for coming again and again. And to my VVIPs, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you for stopping by. Kindly show some love and support by subscribing to my channel, commenting, and sharing to your friends and loved ones. Remember, sharing is caring. Very quickly, we are diving into a crucial topic that would make a world of difference in your life as a parent, caregiver, godmother, godfather, small mommy, role model, and so on. And this topic is effective parent-child communication. Please stay tuned for creative, insightful, and practical tips to enhance your connection and relationship with your kids. Why not? So we're going to start by establishing some foundational information. So first of all, what is communication? I know we probably think we know what communication is and it's something we are conversant with and we use it every day, and probably you just think you understand it completely. But let me just remind you what communication is. So communication is basically exchanging of ideas, feelings, thoughts, or words to each other. That it has to involve one or more people. And it can take several forms, such as talking, texting, sharing of pictures, sharing of videos, or even memes. Lol. It's just all about connecting and understanding each other. And there are several elements an effective communication would have. There are lots of them, but I'm going to streamline them to the purpose and context of this topic. There are 5 basic elements of communication. 1, there has to be a sender and a receiver. Second is the message has to be very clear. I call it clarity of message. Thirdly, there has to be a channel in which this communication is being passed across. And lastly, there has to be some form of feedback. So these are the basic elements of communication. This list is not exhaustive. I will not be delving deep because I just want to go straight to the point and hit the nail directly to that hole. Let's get started. So tip number 1, when you're conversing with your child, use open-ended questions. So don't ask questions like, how was your day? This is a close-ended question, and the 2 common response you will get is fine or not fine, good or bad. Instead, use open-ended questions. A typical example is, you can ask your child, tell me about the best part of your day. You could also ask your child, tell me what activities you engage in today. This kind of questions with further probes gives you a very deep understanding of how your child's day went, and it also encourages the child to share his or her thoughts with you, and this would foster a deep connection, and it's also a very effective way of communicating with your child. Tip number 2, active listening. When you're communicating with your child using open-ended questions like we discussed earlier in the previous points, you need to put your phone down and make a very good eye contact with your child. Why? Doing this allows you to listen to your child's countenance, listen to your child's body language, listen to your child's emotions, even beyond the child's voice. So a typical example, you ask a child, tell me the best part of your day. And the child is like, oh mom, today we did art and crafts, we played with clay, we did some sport activities. This activity sounds fun. And remember, you're asking this child, tell me the best part of your day. When you are telling someone the best part of your day, it's expected that even when the person is saying how he or she feels, the person has to also show similar reactions or emotions to it. So the person has to be happy, smiley, cheerful, because the person is saying what is interesting, what is best to the person. So you need to actively listen to your child. Ensure that the child's feelings, emotions, countenance, body language corroborate with what this child is saying. That is what active listening entails. And when you actively listen to your child, you make your child feel valued and understood. You are ensuring that you're listening to every word, statement, and sentence this child is using, including the emotions, the affect, mood, and so on. Tip number 3, empathy and validation. When you're communicating with your child, you need to show empathy. And how can you do this? A typical example is your child is battling with his or her assignment or something. And you can tell your child, oh, I understand this assignment must be really hard for you and it's really upsetting you. When you say this statement, you are showing empathy and you're validating the child's feelings. And it can help a child in knowing that someone understands me, someone cares for me, someone is here to support or guide me, which is very, very essential in effective communication. Also, when you validate your child's feeling, it shows you respect their emotions, you respect their feelings, you respect their ideas, you respect their thoughts. And it's very, very helpful because they will open more to you because they feel safe, they feel heard, they feel valued, and they feel understood. In addition to showing empathy and validation, the position you take when you're communicating with your child is really, really important. For example, in a typical African settings, when you're talking to an elderly person or you're talking to your mom or your dad or someone older than you, it's expected you put your hands behind your back. You're probably standing and you can't even look at them in the eye. You can't make an eye contact. It's considered like rude. But let's change this narrative. Let's change these stereotypes. When you are talking to your child, come down to your child's level. You could sit side by side with your child. You could even sit on the floor with this child. Make them feel in that moment like a child, feel like them. That's you also showing empathy. In doing so, it helps the child to reveal even more about the child's feelings and thoughts because you are like coming to the child's world. So it's quite important in showing empathy and validation. The fourth tip is positive reinforcement. So for example, when your child shares their thoughts or their feelings to you, you can tell your child, oh, I really liked how you explained your feelings or your thoughts, or I really enjoyed how you told me how your day went. Great job. Or you could simply say, thank you so much for sharing, and you could give the child a reassuring or warm hug. This is very, very, very important. I know I've been saying every point are important, but they're actually important. They are building blocks of each other. Positive reinforcement boosts your child's confidence and encourages open or effective communication. So it's very, very important to put all these tips together. In conclusion, remember things are changing pretty fast and so many problems, social issues are springing up. So we need to take actions as parents. For example, we have issues like bullying, sexual abuse, harassment, child exploitation, and lots more. You need to befriend your child. You need to communicate with them effectively to really know what's going down when you're not there. So you can take quick action as to curbing such kind of problems or issues. It is very, very important to ensure that there is a smooth and effective communication between a parent and a child, or a godmother, or whatever category you fall in, as I mentioned earlier in the beginning of this video. So it's not just about you talking to your child, it's about connecting and building a positive relationship or a positive environment where your child can feel safe, your child can feel heard, your child can feel valued, understood, and can tell you everything and anything. Thank you so much for riding till the end. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for listening to me. Until I come your way next time, stay tuned, stay happy, and stay jiggy. Love you guys. Bye.